next one is, never have I ever shoplifted. No, I have not. At least not on purpose. Number 2, never have I ever owned an Android. Never. No, can't catch me, girl. Never have I ever fainted. No, I have not. Never have I ever cheated on a test. Yeah, I talk about how I cheated through French all the time as a joke, and like no one ever comments about it. Yeah, I have cheated on a test before. I have been accused of cheating on a test with my one substitute teacher who just didn't like me. Such is life. Okay. Never have I ever hitchhiked. God, no. 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 Never have I ever been arrested. No. Never have I ever been arrested. No, I've not been arrested. Although, probably been close. It's been close. It has been close. Never have I been electrocuted. I have not. Never have I ever gone surfing. Sadly, I have not. I would love to. It's up there, you know. Never have I ever gone hunting. I have. Sort of. Yes and no. I grew up in like a really small town in Saskatchewan, so that's like asking someone from like small town Texas if they've like ever gone hunting or something, you know, like it's like, yeah, I have. Never have I gone to South America. I have. I went to Ecuador. Yeah, that's it. Never have I ever been in the back of a cop car. I have. On more than one occasion. Usually they were just giving me a ride home though. Never have I ever been a vegan. I have not. But I do try to eat a lot of plant-based stuff. Like I don't eat a lot of meat, and the meat I usually do eat, I get from my grandparents. So never have I ever bungee jumped. No. I would like to, but it's gonna be one of those things where I'm like standing on the press, like, oh, I'm gonna do it, and then I'm like, no, I'm not, and then I'm gonna do it, and then I'm not. So I would do it, but it'll just like take me a bit of panic. So that's what I do in life. I panic, and then I fix it. Never have I ever been in an ambulance. I have been in an ambulance a few times. Never because I was technically the one injured. Never have I ever been an animal. Yes, I've ridden a horse. Never have I ever gotten stitches. So many times. I've had a lot of like dental stitches, and then I cut my thumb. Sorry, I just got like 700 text messages in this group message that I'm in. I guess my friends like wanted to talk to me, and whenever I get a text, my mic hits out and I don't realize that it's cut out because I can still hear it. It's super annoying. So I'm like crossing my fingers that I didn't miss anything important out. Anyways, I was just talking about my finger. I sliced it open across my thumb with a knife at Christmas. It's a long story, but anyways, I was bleeding everywhere, and I had to get my dad to take me to the hospital because I was at my dad's house, or my stepdad. And if I was with my stepdad, he would have just sewed her up for me, but I had to get my dad to take me to a hospital, and I wasn't wearing my glasses, and I had taken my contacts out because I was getting ready for bed, and I was like opening something with a knife. I shouldn't have been doing that, but I did it, and then I was bleeding everywhere, and I couldn't see, and I was like, I had to go to a hospital, and I was like, I don't know how to go to a hospital. Anyways, it was a tragic experience, and now I have a funny thumb. So that's, yes, I have gotten stitches is the short answer. Never have I ever dined and dashed. Never have I ever dined and dashed. No, I'm not like that. I would feel so bad, and like most of the restaurants I go to, I would like to return to them. So yeah. Never have I ever shot a gun. I have. Like I said, I grew up in the country, so I'm not personally, I don't actually agree with like gun laws and stuff. Like I think that they should be stricter. it's a big thing. I'm like the black sheep of my family, where I'm like, screw guns, screw hunting, like let's eat plants and use our words. But yes, I have shot a gun. I do know how to. I should know to shoot one. Never have I ever broken a bone. I've never broken a bone, despite the fact that I probably should have several times. It's just my mom used to make me drink a lot of milk. So these babies are strong bones. Never have I ever swam in the ocean. I have, and it's delightful. Never have I ever. Never have I ever chipped a tooth. No, I would be devastated. Never have I ever gone snowboarding. I have, and I injured myself real bad, and I had to get on the back of the skidoo and go down the hill with the guy so I could go to the medic, and it was like embarrassing. Never have I ever ruined someone else's vacation. Not intentionally. Maybe when I was like little and I got sick and my mom was on vacation, I would have like ruined her vacation. But I've never ruined someone else's vacation, no. Never have I ever gone scuba diving. I have scuba, well, I'm more of a snorkeler. No, I've not gone scuba diving, I've snorkeled, sorry. No scuba. Although I would really like to. I feel like that's something I would actually be really good at. I'm a very strong swimmer. I love water. Never have I ever snuck into a movie theater. No. I don't really know how. I'm not very sneaky, as you guys can tell. Never have I ever had a treehouse. No, I have not. And I'm quite bitter about it, actually. But I think my mom knew that if she had a treehouse for me and my one sister, she would never see us, and we would just always be in the tree house. And I think she just didn't want that. Never have I ever been trapped in an elevator. I have not. Anyway, moving on. Never have I ever worn glasses with fake lenses. No, I have not. Because I do be really blind. So I just wear prescription glasses because I'm very blind. So next is never have I ever been on a fad diet. No, I don't really diet. I believe in having a healthy relationship with food, creating healthy habits, and allowing yourself to potentially make bad choices, but always like forgive yourself and like redeem yourself kind of deal. I also just like I know a lot of people, food is like their like vice and their coping mechanism. Food's not really that for me. Like food, you eat it to survive kind of deal. Like obviously I like certain foods, but I don't like put too much thought on it really. Yeah. Never have I ever been to a fashion show. I have not, but I would like to. Unless you count the fashion shows I would have when I would go shopping, and come home and show everyone the clothes I got. But I don't think that that's gonna count here, so no. Never have I ever gone through an emo phase. I definitely have. Just cue the years 2011 to 2016. I will wait. start to hive and like my skin would literally, and it was disgusting. But that no longer happens because I'm no longer taking that birth control, because that's clearly a bad side effect to have. And my mom was like, what's going on? And I was like, I do not know. I'd just be allergic to the sun, but I'm not anymore. So that's great. Never have I ever woken up and not known where I was. I don't think so. I think I would remember that. I would be so surprised. Never have I ever taken part in a talent show. Sort of, but no. I took part in air bands when I was in elementary school, if that counts. And I guess I have. I also took part in like piano like competitions, so like no, sort of. I would count it. And never have I ever tried to cut my own hair. I have, sort of. My mom usually cuts my hair for me. She's not actually a hairdresser. She just took a course, a quick one, like a couple night course to learn how to do it in like the 70s. So she can like give you a quick trim and like shave your head and stuff, and it works out fine. And then there's just been like a couple times where she's like messed up like a teeny bit, and I just have to like fix it like after I go and like wash my own hair afterwards, and I cut it. So like yes, I have cut my own hair. A terrible bleach job that made my mom help me with. So never have I ever been to a country in Africa. I have not, but I am related to people that live in Africa. I don't know, does that count? Never have I thought I was going to drown. No, that's really never been a concern. I'm a strong swimmer, and I don't go, well, I do go swimming alone. That's why I do go swimming alone. Never mind, but no, never been afraid of drowning. Never have I ever worked at a fast food restaurant. No. Never have I ever fallen in love at first sight. I have, and what a huge mistake that was. I do not recommend. Never have I ever sung karaoke in front of people. I have done that, yes. Never have I been on TV or the radio. I have been on TV a few times. I once, last Christmas, I think it was last Christmas, or was it the Christmas before? I think it was the Christmas before, so 2 Christmases ago. It was Boxing Day, and I worked at Victoria's Secret, so I had to go to work, and I was like almost, because it was crazy to find parking, so I was like going, and as I was walking into the mall, this lady stopped me to interview me for TV about what I do with my leftover turkey after Christmas, and I was so stupid. I don't think I made it on TV because my answer was so generic, but I just said soup. I just make soup, and that's not even true, because my mom actually takes the turkey and we make quesadillas with it. But my dumbass panicked and said soup, so then I didn't make it because I'm sure everyone else was like, yeah, we just make soup. And that, my friends, is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. That's on mental illness, love. Anyway, moving on. Never have I been awake for 2 days straight. Like a day and a half, but not a full 48-hour period. That's some manic shit. Have I ever thrown up on a roller coaster? I have not, but I get very bad motion sickness, so I just don't go on roller coasters. Otherwise, if I did go on a roller coaster, I definitely would throw up without a question. Never have I ever accidentally sent someone to the hospital. No, I have not. I've seen it happen, but I have not physically sent someone to the hospital, no. No, but it sometimes felt like I have. But then once I got to where I was going, I realized I was just being dramatic. So there's that. Okay, never have I ever made money by performing on the street. No, I have not. Never have I ever seen an alligator or crocodile in the wild. I have. When I was in Jamaica, I was on a boat and there were crocodiles or alligators, I don't know, in the water in this river that I was on in the boat, but I was safe in the boat. So yes, I have. Never have I ever had a surprise party thrown for me. No. I don't like my birthday, and I don't like being the center of attention in a room full of people. So, all of my friends and family realized that this would be a terrible idea. I've thrown surprise parties, but I've never had one thrown for me. Okay, never have I ever accidentally said I love you to someone. I have never said it accidentally. Every time I've said it, I knew what I was doing. But I should not have said it sometimes, the few times I have. You know what I mean? It's never been an accident, though. It's always been well thought out. But I am also stupid, so. Never have I ever pressed send and then immediately regretted it. Every day of my life. Never have I ever had a crush on a friend's parent. No. That's a lie. I have. Never have I ever had someone slap me across the face. No. No, I have not. Never have I ever cried in public because of a song. Oh god, yeah. Middle school dance. Well, I guess I never went to middle school, but high school dances. Never have I ever read a whole novel in one day. Yeah, I have actually. I used to be such a bookworm in high school. I don't read too much right now, but I used to be a reader. I was like that girl that was like always reading. Never have I ever pressured someone into getting a tattoo or piercing. No, I would never do that. I think that's personal choice if you wanted to and you were scared, and I was like, come on, just to encourage you. Yeah, but I would never be like, you have to do it. No, never. Never have I looked through someone else's phone without their permission. Of course I have. You find me a person that's never done this, okay? You find me one, okay? And everyone, I'm under the impression that everyone has done it. They make this sound like it's so bad, but like, there's certain people in your life that aren't hiding things from you, and that they're not even gonna care. So, that's all I'm saying. Never have I ever thrown something into a TV or computer screen. No. Because computer screens and TVs are expensive, and if I would have done that as a child, my ass would have been whooped. Whooped, I tell you. Never have I ever walked out of a movie because it was bad. No. Never have I ever been so sunburned I couldn't wear a shirt. No, I have not. I do apply sunscreen because I actually despise getting sunburns, and then they look so gross when they peel. So no, I wear sunscreen. Never have I ever been screamed at by a customer at my job. Of course I have. Literally all the time. And sometimes I scream back. That's customer service for you right there. Never have I ever spent the night in the woods with no shelter. No, I don't get lost in the woods. See, that's some noob. That's some noob shit right there. Never have I ever taken food out of a trash can and ate it later. No, I don't think so. Never have I ever illegally downloaded music. I have. Never have I ever cried or flirted snooped through a friend's bathroom or bedroom without them knowing? I love to have to go to the bathroom at someone else's house, and then I can just like gently snoop into their rooms. I just like to know what people's rooms look like houses look like. I don't really like snoop through their personal things, like open the drawer. No, I just like to know what things look like. Never have I ever set mine or someone else's hair on fire on purpose. No, I have not. Although another thing that I'm surprised that has never happened to me, because it just would. Anyways, never have I ever been in an embarrassing video that was uploaded to YouTube. Every video I ever upload to YouTube is embarrassing of me in it. So, to someone out there, they're embarrassed of me, so yeah, I guess. Never have I ever broken someone's house and then not told them. Probably. I don't remember a specific time, but that does sound definitely like something I've done, because I'm just scared to tell them. Have I ever been without heat for a winter or without AC for a summer? No, I have not. That's my privilege talking, though. No, I have not. Especially heat in the winter. Gets to minus 40 degrees Celsius where I live. Never have I ever worked with someone I hated with the burning fire of 1,000 suns. I have. I really have. And I just don't have a lot of hate inside of me, but this one person. The worst. Never have I ever injured myself while trying to impress someone I was interested in. I literally created this list myself, and I thought this is gonna be funny if I make myself do this. So the answer to this is yes, I have. Anyways, let's continue. Never have I woken up still drunk from the night before. Yeah, a bunch of times, more than I'd like to admit. Never have I ever lied about a family member dying as an excuse to get out of doing something. No, I don't. Mostly because for a very long time, everyone I knew most of my family members. It just wouldn't have worked anyway. Never have I ever owned a dog. Oh yeah, I owned a lot of dogs in my day. Never have I ever gotten into a car accident. I've been in a few. At least 3. Never have I ever lied to my parents about being hungover. Every weekend in 11th and 12th grade. I don't condone alcoholism and drinking. It's just, it sounds like I do. Make your own choices and know what you're doing with your life. I feel like that's the best message. Because I can't be like, I did this, but don't do it, you know? Okay, moving on. Never have I ever spied on my neighbors. I like to look at them out the window when they're outside to see what they're doing. But I've never, like, spied. I don't think. That's a lie. I have, but that's just because my one neighbor, I thought he was on a date, and I thought it was really cute, and I was just trying to see who it was, because I thought I might have known them. So yeah, I have. Never have I ever stalked an ex's boyfriend or girlfriend on social media. Have I ever? Multiple times, yeah. Is it because I want to find out if they're prettier than me? Yeah. Do I hurt my own feelings by doing this? Most of the time, but not always. Not always. Sometimes I make myself feel better, so you never know. Never have I ever had braces. I have. Can you tell? Probably not. I used to have crossed teeth. This tooth used to cross over this tooth. And that's why this tooth is like shorter and kind of goes up. Because they wore different. It's just because they wore differently, because this one is crossed over. They were like this. Does that make sense? So yeah, my dentist told me, he's like, well, my orthodontist, he length as this one, it would really cause a lot of sensitivity, right? So yes, I have had braces. 4 years of my life. Never have I ever had an open relationship. Not that I was aware of, but I was definitely accidentally in one because my ex-boyfriend used to cheat on me all the time. So yes and no. Not that I agreed upon, but technically, if you want to get down to it, it was one. Never have I ever been kicked out. I have. I'm not proud of it. I don't want to talk about it. Never have I ever traveled by plane. Yeah, a few times, like 5 or 6. Never have I ever stuck gum under a table. No. If you do this, you are the lowest human being possible, and I have zero respect for you. That's all I'm saying. Never have I ever stopped remembering my first love. I have. The ex-boyfriend I was talking about that cheated on me all the time. That I used to date him. Like, I just forget that it was like a thing. If I'm not like making fun of the fact that he like sucked so much, I'm like, wait, I definitely have stopped remembering. Like, if you ask me, I don't know who that is, you know. That's all I'm saying. Never have I ever had a one-night stand. No, I have not. And I'm not even lying. I'm not, I promise. Pinky promise. Never have I ever bit my tongue. Yeah, babe, like once a week. Once a week at least. Never have I ever gone to the bathroom and then not washed my hands. Only if I was in nature. Only if I was peeing outside. Otherwise, you can forget about it. Sometimes, always wash my hands. You always wash your hands too. Especially now, because we're in a pandemic. It's a good idea to wash your hands. Never have I ever kissed someone of the same sex. Yeah, you guys don't kiss your friends. You don't kiss the homies. It's fucked up. Never have I ever swam naked. Not as an adult. I think I did when I was little. I have like vague memories of thinking it was a good idea. And it probably felt really good, if I'm not gonna lie. Never have I ever smoked Mary J. I have. It's legal in Canada, so. Never have I ever eaten food that fell on the floor. If it fell on the floor and I'm still gonna cook it, like a carrot just like flew off the cutting board, I'll pop her back in the pot. Okay? But it kind of depends, you know? There's a lot of dog hair on the floor in my kitchen, so not usually, but sometimes I'll do it. If I'm gonna like cook it, and I'll rinse it off, you know? It's a different story. Never have I ever fallen asleep on the bus and I've passed my station. No, because I was absolutely terrified of missing my bus stop when I used to take the bus. Don't do it anymore. I used to be like terrified of doing it, so like I just wide awake. And my bus ride was usually pretty short. So no, I have never fallen asleep on the bus and missed my stop. Never have I ever been to a nude beach. I have. But I wasn't nude on the beach. I just went to the nude beach. No, never have I ever been robbed. I have not. Not, like aggressively. Have I been robbed of my dignity? Yeah. Have I been robbed of my opportunities? Sometimes.